Somewhere in your phone, in your notes app, or an old spreadsheet, there's a list of people who called you, texted you, or asked you for a quote, and then just disappeared. You probably wrote those off as dead leads. They're not. And in this video, I'll show you why that list might be worth more than your entire ad budget this month. Every contractor has this graveyard. Somebody reaches out, maybe you even sent them a quote, and then silence. No response, no booking, and life moves on and you forget about it. Most contractors assume that silence means not interested or went with somebody else. So the lead just sits there forgotten and just forever. But here's what's exactly true most of the time. That homeowner didn't lose interest. They just got busy and the timing wasn't right. They meant to follow up but never did, but they went with someone else for that one project. But they've got 3 more things around the house that still need doing. You didn't lose that lead, you just stopped talking to them. Now, think about how much you spend to get a new lead in that first place. Ad spend, your time on the phone, driving out to quote a job, all of that costs us money, and before you even booked anything. Now think about the leads sitting in that graveyard. You already paid to get them and you already had the conversation. They already know who you are. Re-engaging an old lead costs you almost nothing compared to generating a brand new one on Facebook. And a meaningful chunk of that list, often 10 to 20%, sometimes more, still needs the work done. And they just never heard from you ever again. That's not a marketing problem. That's money you already earned just sitting there uncollected. So why doesn't this happen automatically? Because following up feels awkward and it's easy to forget. You've got new leads coming in, jobs to run, a business to operate. Going back through an old text and calls to reach out again feels like a task for quote unquote someday. And that someday never comes. It's not that just you don't care about that business, it's that there's just no system reminding you that it's still there. The fix is the same principle as everything else in your marketing. Automate it so it doesn't depend on you remembering. An automated re-engagement sequence reaches back out to an old leads on a schedule, a friendly text or an email spaced out over weeks, checking in without being pushy, something as simple as, hey, just following up, still thinking about that project, sent automatically to their phone. Months after the original conversation went cold. No manual list scrubbing, no awkward, sorry, it's been so long, missed calls. It just runs quietly in the background, and every so often, someone from that old list replies and books the job. This is exactly the same idea as speed to lead, just aim backward instead of forward. Speed to lead stops you from losing new leads, too slow response time. Re-engagement recovers the leads you already lost the same way months ago. Now, I'm not going to pretend every old lead turns into a booked job. Industry data on cold leads re-engagement shows roughly 1 in 20 people actually respond when you reach back out, and a portion of those turn into real jobs. Now, that might sound a little bit small, but think about what that number is actually made of. Leads you already paid to generate once, sitting there costing you nothing to go get again. A 5% response rate on a list of zero cost leads, it's still free money you're currently leaving on the table. Now, it's not a jackpot, it's a quiet, steady source of jobs that's just sitting there unused. Now, this is really the same theme running through everything I've talked about. You probably don't have a lead problem, you have a follow-up problem at every stage. Speed to lead handles it the moment where someone reaches out. Re-engagement handles it for everyone you already talked to, and let go quiet. Fix both and you're not just getting more leads, you're finally using the ones you already paid for. And with all these automations, this is exactly the kind of system I built for contractors like yourself. Automation that follows up on a new leads instantly every month or every 10 months and quietly re-engages the old ones sitting in your list right now. If you want to see what's actually sitting in your old leads, drop a comment down below or check the link in my website and I'll book a call with me and I'll show you exactly how all this works. Well, until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.